Hello friends. So today we're going to be talking about that feeling of being stuck when we're heading down the river of life and we hit this eddy and it just keeps us rotating around. There are 5 main obstacles that keep us stuck. That's that fear of failure, our comfort zone, perfectionism, procrastination, and lack of direction. These are the 5 main ones. So how do you get out of these? When you're stuck in any one of those, how do you get out? Well, practical tip number 1 is you've got to identify which one of the 5 of these eddies, right, that are keeping you stuck in place, or even the feeling of stuckness. To give you an example of this, I woke this morning and I walked the dogs as I usually do every morning, and I'm walking around the field and I'm like, oh, why am I stuck? This feeling of energy was like, ugh, and I couldn't figure it out and I was getting frustrated. And so as I'm walking the dogs, I realized in my own advice, it's like, okay, where am I stuck? What is going on right now that is creating this feeling? I identified that it's this fear of failure. What if this all collapses around my ears? What if I can't continue the success of my personal best coaching or even pure game as that matter? And it was an overwhelming fear that I could feel, and it was oppressive inside. So I got home and I journaled about it. So I became aware, and then I got all of the thoughts, all of those revolving thoughts out of my head and on paper. And then I examined that and I said, what are some of the tiny steps that I can do to create movement, to create momentum? And in my case, it was just a matter of getting some social media posts going, reaching out to some clients that I know, reaching out to some friends on LinkedIn that I know are connected to other athletes. And then suddenly things started to move. And so much of the time, it's not that we're stuck, it's that we're choosing not to acknowledge it, and therefore it just keeps repeating. It is that eddy in a river that just keeps rolling round behind that rock. It just gets stuck in there. And if you get stuck in that same eddy, there's no way out until you do something about it. You've got to take action. Before you can take action, you've got to actually recognize what it is that you are stuck in. In the blog, I've given you some other tips and tricks on how to move through this stuckness. Still not sure that's a word, but I'm going to use it. And so you can move through the feelings that you've got. Remember, it's a choice. I'd love to partner with you. You can go to mpbcoaching.com. Top right hand corner, there's a schedule a call button. Just click on that and we can talk through what it is that you are stuck with. And I might be able to equip you with some more tools on how to get out of there. Warrior of Change program is all about helping you through this movement of change and how to take action. So thank you very much for tuning in. I look forward to working with you at some point in the future. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next week.